And welcome back, everybody. How was your bye week? Did you miss me? I missed you. We're back. The Bengals have action this Sunday. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be a fun one. Couple big things of this bye week. Wasn't the best bye week for us when all three of the other AFC North teams were victorious. The Browns can thank the refs for that one. So that wasn't great. I was hoping maybe we could make some ground up while we're on our bye, but that didn't happen. As you can see, I still don't have a backdrop yet, so we're still doing the virtual background. By the end of this season, trust me, I will have a backdrop. I have something up my sleeves, and we're gonna have one. If you're listening on Spotify, you're like, "What the hell is he talking about?" I get it. I still have a virtual background of the stadium. Also, if you notice behind me, the Justin in the Jungle is cut off. So that only means one thing. We have a guest. We're going to be talking to my buddy Andy Lazarus today. Real good friend of mine. One of the sweetest men you'll ever meet. Diehard 49ers fans. A lot of the Dirty Sports boys know him from the Dirty Sports. And also he does the Dirty Slides baseball podcast with Joe Prano. He is an owner / player of a baseball team called the Venice Gaze. That's Gaze, you homophobes. So, yeah, he'll be on in a little bit. We're going to talk some 49ers. Got a lot to talk about with that game, the roster we're going to be seeing, and whatnot. Couple big things. We'll talk about this with Andy, too, I'm sure. Burrow's under center. Joe Burrow is under center. Wake up, honey. Joe Burrow is taking snaps under center. Let's go. Is he still healthy yet? I doubt it. But this is by far the closest to healthy he's been this season. And it's time to make some noise, boys. We're going to talk a little bit more about that here in a little bit once we get our guest on. But another big announcement. As you guys are seeing, I'm wearing you can kind of see it with the virtual backdrop. That's actually really funny. Wearing a Sam Hubbard jersey. Just got it during the bye week. And this is a historic moment, folks. Because not only am I wearing a lineman's jersey, I have never purchased a lineman's jersey in my years of football fandom. But also, I didn't get this from the Chinese website. I bought an actual jersey from the NFL team shop. That tells you how impressed I have been with Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson this season. Some dogs. And I know, props to Hendrickson. He's one of the league leaders in sacks. He's playing his heart out. But here's the thing. Hubbard, Ohio boy, grew up in Cincinnati, played football at the Ohio State University for my beloved Buckeyes. So it was a no-brainer. I didn't have a white jersey. I have Higgins, Burrow, Harambe. I needed a lineman. So I did it, folks. I bought a lineman jersey from the NFL team shop. Let's go. So like I said, we got a guest. I'm excited about it. I'm going to go ahead and send him the link so he can get in here. And I will be right back with this week's guest, Andy Lazarus. And here he is, folks. The legend, Andy Lazarus. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, Justin.
Absolutely. So, before we even talk about the game, as a 49ers fan, what's going through your head right now with all the injuries and lineup changes? And I mean, even on this podcast, I've been quoted many times as saying the 49ers are the team to beat. And
They can
it's,
be.
yeah, for
They can
sure.
be.
And I'm not saying that they're done or anything by that by any means, but
Yeah.
just as a powerhouse, like, and now missing definitely some key parts. What's going through the head of Andy Lazarus?
Well, what's going through the head of Andy Lazarus is that it's about time we hit some adversity.
Okay.
Like, listen, me personally as a 49er fan, as as thankful as I am for Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch for creating a great product for the last, they've been watchable football, and that's all you can ask as a fan, really.
Right.
Watchable football that's, in the mix, right?
Right.
We've both had some lean years in our
Yeah.
teams,
Yep.
right? Some
Yeah.
pretty unfucking watchable football. Now, the Niners have, play good football and have got a lot of good players, but I think at the end of the day, it's Kyle's inability to let go that is going to be the difference in us winning or losing. It's my way or the highway. He'll throw people under the bus. Like every quarterback plays with somewhat shackled.
Right.
Um, and Brock has done it the best of all the quarterbacks that I've seen.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, Kyle can be reckless with his players. Like that first interception that was so brutal last week happened after 2 quarterback sneaks with the smallest guy in the field.
Mm-hmm.
You I didn't like the way he handled Trey Lance, running Trey Lance up the middle, getting his leg snapped.
Yeah.
He can be reckless with his players. These are his weaknesses. His strengths are he's an incredible X's and O's guys.
Right.
He always puts the team plays hard for him. That's all you can ask and stuff like that. But like, I really think that like his ego is the thing that we have to get over, or he has to get over.
Right. I
Yeah.
could almost share those same everything you just said. I can almost say the same about Zach Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And me and fellow friend Andy Ruther have
Mm-hmm.
talked many times about how Joe Burrow is so good that people forget how bad of a play caller Zach Taylor really is.
Yeah.
And they forget how horrible our ownership has been for years.
Yeah.
Like this is all Joe Burrow. One man has like I don't, and we don't even say change the team, like change the entire city of Cincinnati. Like I used to be one of the very few people that you see. We've been golfing that has my Bengals head covers, everything,
Sure.
and now all of a
Loud
sudden,
and proud.
yeah. But now all of a sudden, these past couple of years, I'm seeing all these new Bengals hoodies, these Burrow jerseys out here in LA, and I'm like, wait a second, where were you during Klingler
Yeah.
era? Where were you
Yeah.
at?
But it's overall a great era for you guys.
Absolutely.
The Joe Burrow era is fantastic.
Absolutely. Even we've never seen a quarterback like this ever in the Bengals
Yeah.
franchise.
Well,
But
I mean, Boomer had an MVP year.
Boomer did. Boomer did.
You know?
I'll be honest, and I've talked about it on here. I didn't really start like really paying attention to the Bengals till
Carson Palmer.
Klingler. It was
Klingler.
it was Klingler, uh
Klingler that got you.
Darnay Scott and Carl Pickens. I've always loved
Yeah.
just and those were decent wide receivers. Like
Yeah.
I've always loved wide receivers, and the Bengals are a fun team right now for someone that loves wide receivers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Your boy's
So
always open, 7-Eleven.
I got the T-shirt, but it's in the laundry, so I had to wear. I was explaining to everyone that this is the very first time I ever bought a lineman's jersey. I just bought this week
Oh,
from
wow.
from the actual NFL team shop and
Wait,
not a
is
Chinese
that
website.
94? Is that the other Nick Bosa that you guys
Uh,
have?
no, Sam Hubbard from
Sam
Ohio
Hubbard.
State. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call him the other Nick Bosa.
Yeah. You were with us last you were with me last year watching the Ravens game when he ran the touchdown back.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But
No, he's a G.
grew up in Cincinnati, played for Ohio State, went back to
Wow.
the Bengals. I was like,
Oh,
"What
yeah.
I gotta get it." And I've never owned a lineman jersey before, so
Alright. Well,
and I've never bought a jersey from the NFL team shop. I usually go to this Chinese website that I got. So,
what you're saying is you love Sam Hubbard.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm
You
a
went to
big fanboy now.
extraordinary lengths to get his jersey.
And to make
Yeah.
sure that everyone knows how
Yeah.
much I love this jersey.
Yes. Absolutely.
So, let's talk Sunday.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, wait, are
as a
we in San Francisco? Are
we're
we back?
yeah, you guys
Okay.
are home.
Okay.
1:00.
What's the spread?
I think it's down to 3.5.
Us by a touchdown? Us minus 3.5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came like you guys were 6.5 favorites, and then when the news broke, it came
Right,
down
right.
to 3.5.
I mean, I bet on the Niners if they're a home dog, but right now it's Joe Burrow versus Sam Darnold without Trent Williams, Debo, or yeah, well, Trent Williams and Debo.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Um, I don't know. I mean, like Kyle is gonna probably make Sam Darnold look better than he's ever looked.
right.
But what does that mean?
But
You know, is that
as a
enough to beat you
Bengals fan
guys? I don't
but
know
as
about
a
that.
Bengals fan, we have a bad history of making backup quarterbacks look good.
Okay.
So that you would think as a Bengals fan, like getting this news, like this is like, you know, we should be
Mhm.
excited.
Right.
But I'll be honest, man. I feel like Darnold is just playing with house money. He has
He
nothing.
is.
If
He
he
is.
loses, oh well, like
And he's
yeah,
gonna be able to push the ball down the field more than
right,
Brock is.
yeah. But I
That's
just
one
think
thing.
that Bengals fans like this isn't this isn't it's not a blessing really to have uh Darnold playing this weekend. I do
Yeah.
think that I mean we like I said we have a bad habit of making people look good. And the thing is everyone's like excited. Joe Burrow took snaps under center finally. Like he's been doing that in practice and they have that in the playbook this week. So it's going to be his first time doing that. And everyone's excited about that. He said he's 100%. I can say I'm 200%, but like anyone could say they're 100%. I doubt he's
Right.
100%. But it's the Darnold has absolutely nothing to lose because if he wins, oh my god, Darnold did it. Like,
Yeah.
if he loses, okay.
If he wins, like it's gonna be a quarterback controversy. Watch.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I just do. Like we breed it. We don't do any like I don't think the organization does anything to quell it, really.
Yeah.
They let the Trey Lance thing go all like they could have traded if they were gonna trade him, they're gonna sign Darnold instead. They knew Brock Purdy was their guy, then trade him. Let him go. When they didn't let Jimmy go,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you know what I mean? They kept him around, looking over Trey's shoulder. They don't give a shit. They'll start that shit. You know, I don't know.
So
We'll see. I guess like if I had to bet on the game, I guess I'd bet the Niners money line, maybe.
mhm.
Um, but no, I'd probably bet on you guys. Honestly, you guys plus the 3.5.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do it every week. I always make
Yeah, of
some
course.
outlandish parlay
Yeah,
that I'll share. I usually share them on here. I haven't put one together yet, but
yeah,
I'll tweet it later.
yeah.
But no, this is a hard one. Um, but speaking of, I wish I had it near me because it's at like 140,000 right now.
Hmm.
If you would have the very first game, just bet $100 on a Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. If you were to keep rolling it over onto the next game,
Yeah.
you're at 140,000 right now.
No shit.
So
He's
a
a G,
simple,
man.
I
He's
mean,
a G.
he's almost like, to quote the great Jesus Shuttlesworth from He's Got Game, it's like you're not. He's going to get his touchdown. You can only hope
Yeah,
to contain him. Like
yeah,
the Bengals' rush defense has not been great, and that's, I think, could be the difference maker. I think our defensive line has been great. I think they just need to keep sending them, send them after Darnold. Like that's all. I don't know.
yeah. No, it could be a huge Sam Hubbard game. Like our pass defense hasn't been good at all. You
Yeah,
know, Kirk Cousins just torched us.
that's
Kirk Cousins
crazy.
is a rookie from USC, just torched us.
Yeah,
PJ Walker beat us. Like Joe Burrow could get a lot of damage. We're not getting a lot of pressure up front on the quarterback. And then once we don't get that pressure, like our DBs get exposed,
yeah.
So look, anything could happen. I wouldn't be surprised either way. If I'd feel a lot better if I were a Bengal fan with going into a gunfight with Joe Burrow than I would with Sam Darnold,
Yeah,
especially without the silverback gorilla,
yeah,
the self-named silverback gorilla, Trent Williams.
yeah. It is just one of those games where there's so much mystery behind it. Like I don't feel comfortable, but I do. I I don't know.
I
Like
would.
I I like our chances a lot better with Darnold, obviously, but at the same time, like we let Zach Wilson his rookie year just torch us for like 400 yards. So it's
Oh
like,
shit.
yeah. So
Oh,
it's
but that was
okay.
2 years ago. That's a different
Yeah,
team.
and 400 might be a little exact, but it
Yeah.
felt every much as 400
Yeah. It
yards.
burned you though.
Yeah,
You're
still
still talking about
the
it
fact
today.
that I brought it up like that
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
tells you.
It hurts.
So we talked about that. I do think, you know, this has been brought up on every single football podcast. The spotty referee calls lately, like that
Right.
Browns game,
What the
that
fucking fuck?
that what was it when they were driving down, when they were getting these crazy, like I think it was a pass interference or something that was like obviously not even a pass interference, and it was set up to be the typical Cleveland Browns loss when you guys lined up for the field goal at the end of the game. And
Yep.
then it turned into be such a Cleveland Browns story that they beat the best team in the NFL without their $230 million quarterback.
And then
So
they lost to Gardner Minshew.
yeah.
Yeah.
N-
Oh wait, did you guys
No,
beat?
no, no, no. They
Maybe.
beat them. They beat
Oh
them
yeah,
because
yeah,
there's
yeah. Oh
another
right,
there's another controversial call for them.
right. Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, are these the Browns or the Chiefs? What's going
Well,
on here?
man,
How did
I'd
they get
rather
this
get
one?
these shit calls against us now than in the playoffs, bro. You know.
Exactly. Exactly.
No,
And this is after this, it's your buy, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Got
We're
it.
just gonna try to avoid a 3-game losing streak, but like we go into the bye in a 3-game losing streak, man. Oh, there's gonna be no more smugness left in San Francisco. We're gonna be down. We're gonna
Yeah.
be fucking throwing the blame everywhere.
Yeah. But, and that's what I was saying. That's why another thing, I don't see you guys losing three in a row.
I didn't lose this. I didn't think us. I didn't see us losing to Cleveland. I didn't see us losing Minnesota at all. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now I kind of believe it. And honestly, with if Shanahan had said, "Look, man," because he threw his DC under the bus. I don't know if I talked about that earlier.
No, I didn't. You didn't.
Yeah, so like right before half in Monday Night Football, we had a cover zero blitz
Yeah.
on. We got burned with it by the kid Jordan Addison, whatever.
Yeah.
So Shanahan goes up there and he's like, "Yeah, he talking about Steve Wilkes. He knew he knows he made a mistake. That was bad. That shouldn't have happened ever. I like blitz. I like cover zeros. Not in that situation." Da, da, da. I'm like, "Bro, you're the head coach. You're on a headset. You had
Yeah.
every opportunity to say no zero blitz. Instead of throwing this guy under the bus. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
Like, you brought him here because he was going to take orders.
Yeah.
You didn't want Vic Fangio because he wasn't going to take orders. Now he comes over and takes orders and you throw him under the bus. That's some weak ass shit. And I see that and I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe there's some cracks in the armor. Maybe there's a little bit of fugaziness going on in San Francisco, you know?
Yeah.
Because every time this dude gets down, he fucking self implodes,
Yeah.
you know?
It's it's so like as someone that's not a 49ers fan, it is like I remember like I hear it as a Bengals fan too. Like when I was like getting really irritated in the beginning of the season when everyone but anyone who's not a fan was like, "Hey, this is how you guys always start off. Like this is Joe Burrow." And it's like, "Come on, man. I don't want to hear this right now. We are, you know, we're 3-3 by the
Right.
grace of God." But
Right.
like when I hear like that's why for me it's hard to believe that the 49ers can lose 3 in a row. But I'm also not a fan
But
of the
the
49ers.
49ers are the sum of their parts, Like everything's got to be working in unison, And like you said, like the Bengals, it's Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
It's as Joe goes, you guys go.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So
I
as
don't
long
know.
as you guys we don't have that guy, you know. We got
I
some great players for sure. But we don't have that dude at quarterback.
I wouldn't say that, but I'd also say
Not yet. Not yet. He hasn't, he hasn't even been through a full season. I really like Brock's feel, by the way. I really like the way he plays the game.
yeah.
I wish he had a stronger arm.
I do I'll tell you who I really like, and I think I've told you this before for years now. I've always been an Ayuk fan.
Yeah.
Like I
Baller.
just think that he could be one of the difference makers this week. Like I could see, you know,
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
could see Darnold and him like
Yeah.
I'm sure right now like that's his guy, especially with Debo out. Like and
Ayuk was the guy all year from training camp on, the number one guy.
yeah,
So like Ayuk's gonna have a big game if all goes well. He's a great
if
player. I agree.
if I'm a 49ers fan, my parlay is Ayuk and CMC anytime touchdowns and 49ers to win.
Ooh,
That would be
sexy,
my parlay. I don't know what the
sexy.
odds are off the top of my head, but because our
Now
DBs
listen,
have been
if you
suspect.
if you put down that bet, you will definitely win. If I put down that bet, it's not gonna go.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, yeah,
Every game that I bet that I put action on Jamar Chase doing anything, he had 30 yards one game and 60 the next. And then I was like, all right, I'm done betting on him. And now he's just like playing Jamar Chase football again.
when I knew I should have stopped betting was when I was at the Rams game. It was Niners minus 7.5. They're up 10. 4 seconds left. Fucking Sean McVay decides to kick a field goal just to kick me in the nuts.
Oh,
Dude, I
brutal.
mean,
Brutal. What are you doing?
like, what's his name? How many games did Calvin Ridley have to serve for betting on football?
Yeah. And now these coaches
McVay
are.
should have to serve exactly that.
And I also think with how the refs have been playing, the refs have been officiating this season.
No,
Refs,
they all
they,
need
they
to
should be
die in
fined.
the
They
fire.
should be fined
Yeah,
and suspended games.
yeah. But like refs, it feels like refs in any sport, even after they admit. I guess the only accountable ref was Tim Donahue. Did he go to jail?
Yeah, I think he's out now. Now he has
Yeah.
an amazing YouTube channel where
Yes,
he'll
I
he'll
bet.
sit there and he'll point shit out. Like he's
Yeah.
just like a little snitch now. He's like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
look at this.
Fuck
Look.
it. Yeah, fuck it. I'm snitching.
I love it. So all right, here's the big thing, the big question.
Hmm.
Give me a score prediction. And don't say the Bengals either. Don't be that guest.
Fine, I was gonna say the Bengals. I don't think the Niners are gonna win. But
No. For the sake of Justin in the jungle. Come on.
for the sake of Justin the Jungle, I'm gonna say Sam Darnold goes off, wins barn burner 31-28 Niners.
Over 240 yards?
Yep.
I don't even
Huge
know.
game of his life.
I love
Game
it.
of his
I
life.
love it.
This is just going to cause trouble. I think like this is what needs to happen. Sam Darnold has a game of his life. Everybody's like, oh, maybe it's Sam Darnold. Brock's poo-poo. And Kyle does nothing to be like, no, Brock's my guy. That's what I predict.
Crazy. I'll stay on the 31 train
Mm-hmm.
and go 31-24 Bengals.
Totally could happen.
And now I'll make my parlay. I haven't even looked at this either. My crazy parlay. Bengals to win. Tyler Boyd anytime touchdown, and what's his name? Joe Mixon anytime touchdown.
Ooh, sexy.
There it is.
There he is.
So
do you want me to lay it for you so you win?
What?
You want me to lay it down for you so you win?
I'm probably going to send it in right after I get off here. But but yeah, I want to thank you for coming on today, buddy.
Thanks for having me, bud.
I miss you. I
Miss
do
you
need
too.
to
Let's
come
go
get
play
my
golf.
Yeah, I need to come get my golf clothes. But that tells you how long it's been since I've been out.
I know, dude. I've been. Your golf clothes are in my new rentals garage. I was still staying in my old house last time we golfed.
Well, I mean, we're just having a conversation now on the podcast everyone's listening to. But I am working Monday through Friday starting these next couple weeks. So maybe a Saturday early afternoon tea time or something.
Sounds great.
All right, buddy. Pal. Thank you so much for coming on.
All right, you got it.
All right. See you, buddy.
Later, bub.
That's my guy. That's my guy, Andy. Super funny guy. Super funny comedian. Like I said, the boy loves his Niners. Fun to go golfing with. I always end up losing money golfing with him, though. So I wish, But anyways, yeah, that's my parlay this week. I think I've had this parlay before. But yeah, let's go. Joe Mixon, anytime touchdown. Tyler Boyd, anytime touchdown. Bengals to win. So, guys, another fun episode. We're back. Fun preview episode for the beautiful 1 o'clock California time, 4 o'clock Gavin Cornelius time. Kickoff with the Niners. Let's do this. It's been another episode of Justin in the Jungle. Take care of yourselves. And from me to you, hoo-day.